Hey guys, super comfy cozy for today's video, but I'm Kiera. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you've not subscribed, literally subscribe, hit the little red button below. Please do that so that you never miss a video, and it just helps me out a ton. You guys have been just supporting and just watching the videos, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing, all the things, and I've said thank you a million times on social media, but I haven't said thank you on actual YouTube, so thank you 1 million times. Literally just so thankful for all the support and all the engagement and just such kind words and encouragement. I'm literally so thankful. So today's video, first of all, it's midnight and I have church in the morning and I'm just in this creative mood. So we'll see how this video goes. It might be long because I'm just feeling I don't know. I just have a lot to say right now. So I was like, let me just record even though I need to be asleep. I'm going to regret this in the morning when I'm leading worship half sleep. Anyway, today's video is 10 things I've learned in 10 semesters of college. I've shared a decent amount about my college journey on here before. I will link them in the cards up there and in the description below. I just recently did a graduation vlog because I just graduated from college. And a couple years ago, I did a video called Why I Left 4-Year University for Community College. That video I feel like helped so many people. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because I have not had a traditional college journey. I have been to 3 schools. It took me 10 semesters instead of 8. And I switched majors. And so it's been wild, but I hope that getting this perspective from someone who has not had a typical journey is helpful in all the ways. Let's get into this video. The biggest investment you can make in college is your spiritual investment, okay? I know that we're investing so much time into class and, oh my God, so much time into our social life, which is so important, and time into, there's literally so many clubs and organizations, and literally you guys get involved in whatever brings you joy. Not even kidding. Yes, think about your resume. All that is so important. And I'll get to that in this video. But literally, out of all the things you need to prioritize and make time for rest, make time for sleep, make time for self-care, all that stuff. But you guys, the biggest priority is your spiritual investment, okay? When I went to college, I went with the intention of just getting to know the Lord so much better. And so when I went to college, I was like, I'm getting away from home. I have the opportunity to pick out a church for myself. And I was like, I really want to meet the Lord. And you guys, the Christian I was going into college, I could cry. Jesus is I'm a different Christian now, a different person than the person that just graduated college. And it's because I was intentional about meeting the Lord, going to campus ministries, trying out different churches, having Christian community in college. You guys do all those things. I'm not even kidding. Serve God in college. Right before I left college, my campus pastor said, give God your youth. And it just hit for me because literally give God your youth. Literally give God your college years. Figure out where you like serving in a campus ministry, where it's super catered to you, where it's already on campus, where it's the pressure is not too high, you're just a student, and there's just a lot of different things you can do to kind of see where you fit in. Even if it's not, I highly encourage serving, but even if it's just attending a church and going to different campus ministries and seeing which ones you like, or going to a church off campus, or seeing where other Christians are going, or just even just going to the events that the campus ministry have. Some of them are not even church related. Some of them were just pumpkin patches and bonfires that just foster that Christian community in a way that's not super formal, whatever it is. Even if it's just waking up. I used to do this my freshman year on the way to class, when I would have an 8 a.m. and I would be so busy, and on the walk to my 8 a.m. I would just read a psalm or something as I was walking. Just whatever it is. I'm getting emotional. But just give God your college years, give him your youth, give him your young adulthood. This is the best investment you can make for so many reasons. It's the Lord's voice. It's getting to know him in prayer that literally shows you which internships to take, which jobs to take, you know, what career paths to go on, you know, which major to go on. And when you are stressed, when you are anxious, like, think so many things happen, you guys, like the deaths and the griefs and the things I've had to deal with in college that like can stop people from getting a degree because they just get so depressed or just get so anxious or get so like overwhelmed with life. You guys, if I had not known Jesus, I'm not kidding, I would not have a degree. Would not have a degree. So I could go on and on and on, but number one, your spiritual investment is your best investment. Okay. Number two, use this time while you're in college to prepare for PostGrad Life. This is another soapbox of mine. You guys, yes, enjoy your college years, like have fun, but don't forget that you are setting yourself up for the rest of your life, okay? Go to career services. They do mock interviews. They will pretty much build your resume for you. They will tell you which jobs to apply for. They will send you, oh my God, they sent me my whole senior year, they sent me job recs. They will help you know about internships. They will talk about different career paths, you guys. Literally prepare while you're in school. Where you work matters. I work in the social work field doing things with family and children. But in college, I worked at a pre-K. I worked at a summer camp with teenagers. I worked doing e-learning for elementary school children. I worked at a baby store. All of those things are set me up for what I'm doing now, working with babies, children, but mostly babies and, you know, their parents, their families in a social work organization. So where you work matters, where you volunteer matters. Maybe you don't have time for a job. Maybe you don't need the money. Maybe working is not your priority, and that's totally okay. Like, focus on your academics, but volunteer. Use your summers wisely. Go to career services. Use literally every single opportunity that you have at college. They have so many free resources, and there's definitely like a separation between people who use the resources and use every single opportunity they have while they're in college and people who wait till they are graduating to figure out what they're going to do. Don't be in this group who waits and it's like, dang, I don't have a job after school. Dang, I didn't get any experience. Don't do that. Prepare while you are in college. Number 3, y'all. Go to office hours. Go run there. Literally run to office hours. You guys, office hours, I owe my degree to office hours, okay? Your professor will practically write your thesis for you in office hours. In algebra, you guys, I was in there 2-3 times a week and I got a B in algebra. The semester before, I failed and had to drop the class. I had to drop algebra. The next semester I went to office hours 2 or 3 times a week, got a B, a high B. Like, if I had have turned in all my homework, I would have had an A, okay? Like, literally go to office hours. Your professors are sitting in their board because most of the students do not come into office hours, and when you do, you stand out. Let me tell you all the reasons you need to go to office hours. Number 1, you need help. Even if you're doing okay, you could always do better. Go to office hours, they will help you. Number 2, you actually get to build a rapport with your teachers. Who's going to write your letters of recommendation for grad school, for jobs, for anything, for scholarships? You need letters of recommendation. Who's going to write them if you don't go to office hours? How are you going to get to know those professors? You don't get to know your professors in lectures. You get to know them in office hours, so literally go. Run there. Run there, take a friend. Your professors have their office hours on the syllabus, so just go look, and they will be so happy to see your little face there. Yeah. Number 4. Okay, this is kind of a controversial one, but just stick with me. If applicable, get your associate's degree. Now, everybody doesn't do this. I did this. I was actually advised not to do this, but it worked out so well for me, and here's why. This is only applicable if you go to community college first. As you guys know, in this video, I won't get into all the details because watch the video. It's right here. I started off at a 4-year university for many reasons that I explained in the video. I decided to go to community college. And since I was there, I just decided to get my associate's degree before transferring back to a 4-year university to finish my degree. You guys, I am so glad I did this. There are so many things you can do with an associate's degree there are so many jobs you can get and make like good, honestly, like good money. Like way more than your other peers in college are making because you have an associate's degree. I was able to work at the pre-K because I had an associate's degree, and I was making dollars, not cents, like dollars more an hour than my other friends because I had an associate's degree. You can become, especially people who are interested in like education, with an associate's degree, you can become like a paraprofessional and like work in a school. Like, you guys, there's lots of, like, literally lots of things, like in many fields you can do. I'm just mostly talking about education and like organizations because that's like where my experience has been in and how it's helped me. But I do not regret getting my associate's degree at all. It honestly just gave me that leg up. And just in general, I don't think we talk about this enough, you guys. For people who don't think they can finish 4-year degree, don't want to finish a 4-year degree, can afford a 4-year degree, whatever the case, want to get an associate and take a break, like literally whatever the case, you guys, there are so many opportunities, so many jobs in so many fields. If that's the only degree you get, like, if you can just commit to 2 years instead of not getting a degree at all, and I'm not saying everybody needs a degree, but if that's something you're struggling with, and maybe you're just like, I want to get an education or I want to get a degree, but it's expensive, it's time consuming, I'm not good at school, whatever, you can do everything you put your mind to, but also just know associate's degree are a great option. And I wish I had known beforehand how many jobs are available with an associate's degree, so do that. Hey guys, as you can tell, it's a new day. My camera died last night, so I am back at it with number 5. Prioritize you. You guys, you need to sleep. Like, you actually need to go to bed. I know that you think you need to pull all-nighters and drink coffee at 3 o'clock in the morning. You don't. Honestly, prioritizing you actually looks like making a schedule, planning ahead of time, knowing yourself and how you study. For me, if I study for a test 3 or 4 days, in advance, I am not anxious, I'm not stressed, and I do really well. Like, whatever works for you, prioritize yourself. Take breaks. Take days off work sometimes if you have a job in college. Like, scheduling time off when midterms are coming up or finals or whatever. Literally, do not lose yourself in the process of trying to get an education. Like, take that so seriously, but you guys, like, you are so important. Take time, even when you have a test the next day, to have dinner with your friends. Like, take that time to see people and to have a social life, and just prioritizing whatever you need in that moment. Even if you're studying and you can't just cram yourself in the house and not do anything fun. That's actually going to be counterproductive. Go to the movies, go to the mall, like, take breaks, go on a walk if you've been studying all day. Like, literally just prioritize you. Okay. Number 6, it is okay to do things by yourself. It is okay for you to do things by yourself. You guys, it wasn't until like second half of college that I started going to the movies by myself, being okay going to restaurants by myself, going on walks, on a trail by myself. Obviously, be careful. But I'm just saying, like, everybody has a super busy schedule with work and organizations and school and whatever else people have going on, and the different friend groups people have and all those things. Like, yes, make time with your friends to go out and do stuff. Like, I'm all for that. But also, don't be afraid to do things by yourself. I feel like just as, like, a growing, maturing adult, it's so important to, like, get this skill and become comfortable with, like, okay, what do I want to do right now? Like, what do I like to do right now? Instead of, I feel like it's so easy to be in the house and be like, I wish I had someone to do this with me. I wish I had someone to do that with me. And I'm all for friends. I did a ton of stuff with my friends, in college. But also, if there's something I want to do, you guys, I just go do it. If I want to go to a restaurant, if I want to dress up, which I really do this. If I want to dress up and take myself to a fancy restaurant, I do that. If I want to go to dinner and a movie, I do that. Like, if I want to go, literally whatever you can think of, yes, do stuff with your friends, but it's okay to learn how to do things by yourself. And whether you're in a relationship or whether you're single or whatever, you'll be so glad that you've just developed this comfortability with yourself. And it's, like, so freeing to not always have to wait on other people, literally. This is a big one. Number 7. It is okay to switch majors, switch minors, switch schools. Everyone does it. So many people go into college either undecided or with one major and switch. I started off as a music major. I thought I was going to be a high school choir teacher, and I graduated with a psychology degree and actually a minor in music, and I work in social work. Okay, like, and honestly, that's not even my end all be all. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to switch things. I mean, people switch majors all the time. People switch schools. Like I said, I went to 3 schools. I went to a 4-year university, went to a community college, got my associates, and then went back to a different 4-year university. Shout out to EIU where I graduated. But you do not have to feel ashamed if you feel like you hate the school you're at and you want to look into transferring. You don't have to be ashamed if the major that you thought you were going to love you don't like, or it's really hard, or you're failing classes, or something else is piquing your interest. For me, it was hard because music is in my family. It's a big part of my identity. And so when I switched majors, I was kind of having an identity crisis because I was like, who am I if I don't pursue music? And I had to know that I'm an individual person who loves music, but that's not my entire identity, you know? I'm not saying as soon as the first week of school you don't like it, transfer. I'm not saying the first time you get a bad grade on a test, switch majors, but I am saying it's okay to be open to it. It's okay to have those conversations with your advisors. It's okay to switch schools even if your parents don't think you should. I'm not saying don't get wise counsel or don't use wisdom, but I am saying do you know what's best for you, and you know where your passions are, and just trust that the Lord will show you the future and the path that you should walk on, and go in that, even if that means changing majors, changing minors, changing schools, whatever the case. Okay, number 8, this is a big one. Your relationships will change in college, and that's okay. Honestly, you guys, your relationships will change going into college. Your relationships will change in the middle of college. And the season I'm living in right now, your relationships will definitely change after college. And it can be a lot to handle. I hate change. I'm not good with that at all in any capacity, especially relationships. And so just kind of brace yourself if you're getting ready to go to college, that like the people that you hung out with in high school, I am friends with some people that I met in elementary school, and there's some people that I was friends with in high school. I thought we'd be friends forever, and we're not, you know? And so just be prepared for your romantic and platonic relationships to change and shift over the years. And it's a lot. I'm, as you can probably tell, I'm even processing my own changes in relationships with me exiting college. And if you're like me, it can just be a lot to process and handle. So if your relationships are changing, I'm sorry that this is happening to you, and it will get better, and you will find a rhythm, and you will find the right people, and you will find a friend group. But it can be really awkward, especially if you're going into college. And when I went to my last year of school at Eastern, because I was only at this school for a year, the school I graduated from, I was so nervous about not having any friends. I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't have a ton of friends, but I have 2 like really, really, really good friends I'm still friends with. One of them is literally at my house right now. She's been with me for like several days, and both of those friends have legit like met my family. Like, honestly, you're like part of my family, and I just honestly can't really imagine life without them at this point. So I'm super thankful, and I still have friends from other seasons of life, and some of them have changed the way that we relate to each other. Maybe we're not as close as we used to be, or maybe we have a low maintenance friendship, or whatever the case. Just, it's okay. It happens. Just brace yourself for this one because it can be hard. Number 9, shout out to my pastor. If you're watching this, this one's for you. I got this from you, and it's so true. I'm gonna read a scripture to you. It's called Proverbs 4:7. Let me get it. Proverbs 4:7. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all you're getting, get understanding. All that means is that wisdom and understanding have to be your number 1 priority. I know that we live in the Quizlet age, y'all. I've been on Socratic, I've been on Quizlet, I've been on all the websites, getting answers when in a subject I couldn't understand, or when I'm cramming, or when I just have an online test and I don't have to take it in class in front of a teacher, so I'm just cheating, especially when class was completely online during the pandemic. You guys, I completely get it. Oh crap, somebody's knocking on my door. Alright guys, this is the 10th thing that I've learned in 10 semesters of college. It's been 10 freaking semesters of college. That is like 5 years of school. It hasn't been 5 calendar years because I took 2 of those semesters in the summer, but that's equivalent to 5 years of coursework. And there have been so many obstacles, you guys, financial, literally just external circumstances. Like I told you, like people have died. My mother got sick while I was in college, you guys. Like so many things have affected my emotional well-being. There have been lots of relational challenges in shifts. At the time I've been in college, like the actual coursework has been freaking difficult at times. I have failed classes, had to retake them. I went through one semester where I literally pretty much failed every class. I'm not even kidding, my sophomore year. And through all that, you guys, I learned that I'm capable, that I'm smart, that I can do anything I put my mind to, that I can finish what I start, that I can literally overcome every single obstacle. And that's just a feeling of like empowerment that I cannot even describe to you. But graduating college has just made me feel like such a capable little woman. So yes, that is actually all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you know someone who is graduating high school, about to go into college, or is in college, tell them congratulations and send them this video. Comment below and let me know what your favorite tip was. If you have not subscribed, what are you doing? If you have not subscribed, literally, what are you doing? Press the little red button, subscribe so you never miss a video, and I will see you guys in our next video. Bye!